Hello, welcome to my live. My microphone was pointed the wrong way. I don't know if you could hear me. Welcome to my live. My name's Kev. I'm having a really difficult day today. And sometimes when I'm having a difficult day, I will review my vlog from the past, from 2 years ago. And sometimes when looking at when looking at what am I doing? I'm clicking buttons. I'm trying to get rid of this thing here. Right up there it is. Okay, so yeah, I have to be a TV producer too. It's been a tough day. I'm not doing so great, and but I got myself. I got up this morning, went out, did my routine, did my errands, and I was feeling really bad, high pain, low mood, and I came home, and I just crashed in bed, and so now I'm up, and I'm gonna try to work on my mood. And one of the things that I do is I will watch my vlog from 2 years ago and see how I was doing 2 years ago and what I was working on and what I accomplished. And so that's what I'm going to do here. Sometimes it makes me feel better, and you're welcome to watch along with me and chat. And yeah, so hello to those viewing. And so I was looking at what vlog to watch. And I noticed this one that says tools for a negative perspective. And I'm thinking my brain is in a negative place with a negative perspective. So I thought I would choose that one and kind of watch that and see how it's going. Drawer and Scribbles, I'm glad you're here. Your package came back, and I think I have the wrong address, or something was wrong with the address. So I was going to write you on Patreon to double check and get your address, because I think I wrote it wrong. But I can get that in the mail this week once I get a good address. All right, I'm getting lots of messages from my computer. What is sharing? Okay, stop sharing. Okay. Okay, I'm going to get into this and try to clear my head a bit. And thanks for tuning in and spending some time with me during my hard day. And okay, I have all these little buttons to push. Here we go. Tools for a negative perspective, living daily with mental illness, week 7. So this is my 7th time I have, let's look later on in the year. Let's see if there's anything near the end of the year. I wasn't naming them back then. I don't know. See, this is around the time when my dog was passing. I don't think I want to do that today. I don't think I could handle watching a video around the time when Okami passed. So let's move before that. Let's try this one. This is the one where I was having a bad time and I went out dancing. You want to try that? This is the one where I wrote, I've got dreaming to do. Maybe that'll cheer me up a bit. Week 25. 2 years ago. Hey, how you doing? Welcome to my vlog. My name's Kev. This was an interesting week, and it's the end of the week now. And I'm kind of proud of my success this week. I got a lot of work done, which I'm happy about. Work that I was having trouble focusing on doing. I was able to find some focus this week and get a lot of work done. I was also had some very hard mornings,
And so I took the opportunity this week to try some new things that I don't normally do, which you'll be able to see. I take my guitar out into nature and play out by the river. I spend a day dancing, and it was a good exercise of shocking myself getting out of my comfort zone,
I have no
doing
beard.
something that will make me jump
I
up
have
the
to shave my
ladder
beard today.
into a safe and social place. And that's what this week was about. I also had a day this week where it took me the whole day
I think I
up
look
until
kind of
dinner
goofy
time just
without
to
a
work
beard.
through my daily routine, my morning routine. And that's about all that I could do that day. So it's an interesting mix of the week, but I'm happy with the week as a whole. Thanks for tuning into my vlog. If this is your first time, my name is Kev, and I am an artist, a singer-songwriter, and a mental health advocate. I'm a Massachusetts certified peer specialist, and in this vlog I try to show what I do on a daily basis in my recovery from schizoaffective disorder, which is a combination of schizophrenia and, for me,
Go to
depressive
someone on
bipolar
Twitch.
1.
You gotta watch her on
I
Twitch.
also have Inattentive ADD
I'm always happy
and
when I got a Twitch watcher.
cPTSD, which is complex PTSD. So this vlog kind of shows my routines that I use and my coping skills. I try out new coping skills, and the purpose is in my recovery to keep trying different things and keep what works for me, throw away the rest. Everyone's symptoms are very individualistic. So the way that they recover and the tools that they're going to use to recover are very individualized to them. So what works for me might not work for you, but you might find one or two things that work for you. And if you have tools that you think would work good for me, I would love to collect them in the comments below.
Yes.
You're gonna see me try out some goofy things this week. And
This
I would
should
love
be
to keep
fun.
trying more goofy things that might break me out of my fight or flight and up into safe and social. So thanks for watching.
You're
Make
welcome.
sure to like and subscribe.
I will.
Leave your comments of cool out-of-the-box coping skills down below. And I hope you enjoy the adventure. It's the end of the week, it's Sunday. And I made it through the week safe. And even through the hard times, I had some very difficult mornings.
I paused it. I just want to look to see. I saw that I said, please leave some cool coping skills in the comments. So I thought I'd just go look in the comments to see if there's anything down there. 3 comments. It says 3 comments, and then there's no comments. Well, how does that make sense? Let's try newest. Oh, there's it. Freak Pete. Oh yeah, they left a comment. Cool. Leaving some good coping skills.
But I'm going to rewind you back to Monday. And yeah, thanks for checking out the vlog, and I'll see you Monday morning in the rewind.
Oh, dizzy. It's my first attempt at an intro.
Good morning. Happy Monday.
Okami,
It's Monday morning, and
miss you.
hanging out with my dog. You doing good?
Mwah.
All right. We didn't sleep very
Hey
good
James,
last night.
good to see you there in the chat.
And we're waking up. It's about 6 in the morning, and neither of us slept very good. But we're getting up and moving. I'm making my coffee. Gonna get her breakfast ready. You want
I
breakfast?
miss my
You
dog.
want breakfast? Okay, let's go get breakfast.
You go get some breakfast?
And I'm gonna get my day started with coffee and comedy.
Yeah, she's an old dog there.
Taking care of
She
the
had
dog.
trouble standing up.
Hello. So I'm out taking the dog out. She just ate her food, and we had a rough night last night where I couldn't get comfortable.
I just noticed, bring it back a bit, I have a beard here, but in the intro, which I film at the end of the week, I don't have a beard. So that means I did have a hard week, and partway through the week, I shaved my beard. Because I'm seeing here on Monday, I have a beard, but at the start of the video, which I film at the end of the week, the intro, I don't have a beard. So that's kind of interesting to watch. I was just thinking, should I shave my beard? What do you all think? Should I shave my beard? It usually makes me feel pretty good, but I feel like I look goofy. I feel like I look like a turtle.
Hello. So I'm out taking the dog out. She just ate her food, and we had a rough night last night where I couldn't get comfortable because of the pain, and so I kept waking up. Every time I'd move or roll over, I'd wake up. So it was a long night, but we're doing okay.
Okami. It's my dog.
You always make me smile.
She always makes me smile.
Today's gonna be Medical Monday,
Medical
I'm
Monday.
gonna be calling doctors, making appointments, refilling meds, and getting all my medical stuff squared away.
I haven't done Medical Monday in a while. I'm gonna write that down.
First, we're gonna do coffee and comedy and take some pain meds.
That's what I used to do 2 years ago. Mondays was my.
Hello, so it's Monday morning.
You write it down.
I've taken my dog out, I've had my coffee and comedy, and I woke up kind of around a 1 or 2, my mood, and I wake up and my pain level is really high. It's like an 8 or a 9. But I take my pain meds and my pain goes down a little. And then I do my coffee and comedy, which changes my mindset, because when I wake up in the morning, it's very dramatic and loud. And I do some coffee and comedy.
My brain is very loud today.
And change my mindset from the dramatic to the comedic and more lighthearted.
I can relate,
Kev. Move my day along and feel better about the day, because I start dramatically not wanting to be in the day. After that, I move on to my meds, and I do this as a ritual every day. I have this little area that I keep, and doing it as a ritual where I'm looking at all my bottles and my meds each day helps me remember to do it. And it's a part of my day that if I don't do it, I know that I've forgotten to do it. And it's right here by my bathroom, so I always remember. Since doing it this way, I haven't missed doses, and I haven't run out of meds. I'm leaving my meds out here today because part of my day is to call them in.
I still do the same routine 2 years later. The only thing that has changed is when I take my meds, I go over to the window and I look at a picture of Okami. But I'm noticing that I think this is the first episode that I did not edit. My friend Kay, my best friend, I was having a hard time and I couldn't do my editing, and Kay took over editing, and that's how we got the idea for the little musical intro in the beginning. And we also got the idea of putting the word Monday and Tuesday, the day of the week, on the bottom of the screen. Those were both Kay's idea that we started doing when they took over. Okay, let's get back to it. I'm just going to check in on my mood. Let's see, and check in on the chat. Let's see here. Drawings and scribbles. Go for what helps you feel better. You know what I was going to do today was when I was kind of sitting here and in my really bad place, my brain was telling me to get up and do some art. And I had this drawing in my head of this man with weight on him. And then I just kind of lost that. Today's a hard day. I'm not doing well, and motivation is this is what I could get my motivation up to do, is sit and watch a video. So that's where I'm at today. All right, let's get back to it. Oftentimes when I get to watch myself 2 years ago, it makes me feel better about today. And also I learned some skills that I forgot. just like I used to do medical Mondays. I don't do that anymore. That kind of just went by the wayside somewhere. So I wrote it down. So maybe I can implement that again. Um, so I'm watching it as a peer specialist, but I'm watching it as someone who needs some comfort. And I find it very comforting watching these old videos because my memory is so poor. And I really enjoy seeing Okami as well. So, okay, let's get back to it. Um, so I take my meds and then I go take a shower. Today is Monday, and I'm about to go into therapy with my therapist. And so I'm not gonna take a shower right now. I got about 20 minutes to do some more laughing, watching my Critical Role, and then go into therapy. And then today is going to be sort of a get things done day. Things like I have to call in and refill a lot of my meds before they run out. I have to call my cardiologist, my PCP, and schedule appointments with them. And sometimes I call it Medical Monday, and it's like with the VA, you got to kind of keep on top of the doctors to keep them working on stuff. So on Mondays, I try to give them a call and see where we're at, because I have shoulder issue, pec issue, a hip issue, and a sciatic nerve thing. So getting it all worked on. After my shower, I will put on my pain ointments, which I'm running low on as well. Those pain ointments don't work at all. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to move on, do a little more coffee and comedy, and then go into therapy, and then take my shower and get moving on the day. Hello. So I just went through therapy, and we talked about. I had a question for those in the chat. When you're watching these live streams, do you get commercials pop up? Like advertising, like right in the middle of the stream. If that happens to you, please let me know. I'd like to know about it. Okay, that was random. Take it back a second. Look at that goofy face. That is funny. Okay, here we go. Got me laughing. So I just went through therapy, and we talked about getting set up with a doctor for my eating issues, and so I might be doing that. And we got to talk about a lot of stuff. There's no art on my wall. Out of survival mode and rewiring neural pathways and things like that. I'm also going to be moving on to a new therapist because this one is leaving, and so we got ready for that. That's not a big deal for me. I don't mind too much. Thanks, Drawins. I have I've only been with this one for a month or so, a couple months. Still on the task for the day is to take a shower. I also have all my meds here because I want to call my doctor and get all my meds filled. My pain level kind of shot up, and I want to just sit down and relax for a little bit before I take a shower and get my day moving. Watching Critical Role. It's taken me about an hour so far, and I've almost got this Ensure down. Ensure. I don't drink that anymore. And the first one in the beginning of the day is really. I have about 50 of them in my refrigerator. They just been sitting there for a year. Throw it back up, and I get really sick. I learned that in last week's vlog on Monday. So I'm just sipping it and trying to get it down, but it's still making me feel very yucky, sick and anxious. So I know it'll make me feel better. Like I have to kind of go. I remember I had to do this a couple years ago, getting back onto regular food. Excuse me. Just want to check this out. Have I ever tried TENS, unit for pain? I don't know what TENS is. I use it for my shoulder, old karate injury. I spent a long time studying martial arts too. Um, I actually have some nunchucks over there. Um, but that's cool that you do karate. But tens, I'll have to look that up. Thanks for um, for letting me know. Hey, Berryton. Is it? I'm gonna call you Berryton. For those who didn't show up, didn't show up. For those who are just new, um, these are my Patreon supporters. Hey, look, there it says drawings and scribbles right there. Um, and I'm watching a video from 2 years ago just to help me with my mood today. So I'll get back to it and I'll shut up.
I had to do this a couple years ago, getting back onto regular food, and I would get sick when I took the Ensure for like 20 minutes, and then I'd start to feel better and be able to. That would activate my appetite. So I know I feel yucky right now, but I'll feel better soon, and I have like 2 sips left. I haven't showered yet, and I've been kind of thinking about what I want to do today, and I was thinking I had these ideas of what I wanted to do, and then I started drinking the Ensure, and my body started feeling yucky, and now I don't want
I
to do
don't
any of them.
recommend the Ensures. The only
So I'm
reason I
gonna
did it was
wait to
because
say
my
what I want to
nutritionist
do
told me
with
to.
the day until I'm feeling a little better, as I often do while I'm in the shower.
There was a little edit there.
Hey, so I went and did my shower, kind of
Got my
figured out my
guitar and my
day,
sunglasses.
and then I went and had coffee with my neighbor Jeff, and now I'm up for my walk, which is the part of my routine before I get most things done. Is I go all the way up to my walk. And I usually get it done earlier in the morning, but it's been a slow moving day. I don't feel like I got a lot of rest last night,
I got a good walk
and my
today.
brain
I was out
feels
in the sun for
tired.
about 3 or 4
I feel
hours.
emotionally tired. So today I'm kind of going by the motto of, I'm gonna get out of the wind here.
Ugh, wind.
Today I'm going by the motto of easy does it, but do it. And I thought I would take my guitar down to the river where there's less wind and it's such a nice day out. I'm gonna get iced coffee and sit at the beach and play guitar. I know this one beach where not a lot of people go, so it's like a neighborhood beach. So that's my plan. My mood is not.
As an example, of the reasons why I do this is because I forget things, and I forget that I really used to enjoy getting up and going down to the beach with my guitar and a cup of coffee and starting the day like that. And today, that's something I could have done. Um, so I'm writing down these little things and remembering, hey, when I'm having a hard day like this today, these are things that I can do. And I really like that I picked this video because I think this video is really going to just show me a whole bunch of things that I used to do to really I was during this time I'm having a hard time, but I'm really motivated internally to work on my mood every day. And I was going through a lot of pain and I was moody and my dog was old, getting ready to pass. So I was having a hard time every day with that. And the difference is now is I don't have the dog, and that's hard. I still have the pain. Um, and we're just past winter, and during the winter, my pains were really high. I didn't get out walking, and now that it's just starting to warm up, I'm going to remember that, hey, I live in my little neighborhood here. I can go 5 minutes in that direction, and that direction, and get to a beach with the ocean. Or I can go in that direction and get to the river. And that's something that I really used to enjoy. And I used to start my day, take my coffee, I'd have a joint, and I'd go down to the ocean. And that was how I started my day. And it was very grounding. And so that's what I'm doing here. Um, So I haven't done that, and I don't think I did that very much at all last year. This is 2 years ago, so that's going to be something that I'm gonna definitely incorporate into this year. It's pretty cool that you ever even did that beach stuff. I'm too shy to play guitar unless I have a gig or something. I am shy to play guitar at the beach. Um, you'll see, I think, in this video that I go to a beach where there is no one. These are not like LA beaches. These are like little North Shore, East Coast beaches that there's usually nobody there. So I'm guessing that's what we're gonna see is me at a beach and I'm the only one there. If it was a very busy beach in LA or something, I would feel awkward sitting down and playing my guitar. All right, here we go. I have to click all these buttons.
The neighborhood beach. So that's my plan. My mood is not that great. It's pretty low. Kind of self-defeating thoughts going on. And I would love to crawl into bed with the dog.
Yeah.
But easy does it, but do it.
But
so
do
once
it.
I get to the beach,
There's
I
the
hope
beach.
it's not too windy. Probably is. I'll try to speak up, but I just wanted to get my feet in the water, and feels so good to stand in
river.
the water. When I first got to the beach, I was greeted by someone's really cute dog who came up cautiously and then gave me loves.
But
So I've been
there
looking for a place to sit down and play guitar, and I think I've found one right behind me there. Way in the corner of the beach, there's some
even though there's no one on the
stuff
beach,
that I can sit
we'll
on.
go way in the corner in the bushes.
I've done other vlogs
no one can
and
see
videos in this grassy area behind me, but there's ants and they get on you. So I'm gonna try over there. But this is a really beautiful view. I might be tired, but I've been tired before. It's not my first time. I made my way back from the floor, and the harder I fall, I forget what I'm fighting for, and I might be down, but I've been down before. It's gonna be a fight, but I've been a fighter before. It's not my first time in battle, but now I am at war, where I get beaten down, battered and sore. I can be a fighter, where I could hunt before. Hello, so I came here, played guitar for a while.
I don't like those glasses.
And it felt good. I'm sitting under this tree that is just sitting here at the end of the beach, and which is really nice for have some shade and blocking the wind, but it takes away the view as well. But it's been nice sitting here, and some people have come and walked the beach while I play guitar, and I just watch them. I played the song before, but I play it when I'm tired, and it's about being tired of being chronically ill, be it mental or physical. There are days when you're just tired, and today's one of those days. I'm feeling tired, My body is tired, and my mind, and I used to, a couple years ago when I was I was very highly productive. It was around the time when I put out the video for Good Morning Psychosis, and I was making a lot of other music and videos and art. And I would always take Mondays off. Monday was my day off, so I always look forward to Mondays. And because during the weekends I would work, and Monday through Friday, but Monday was a day off where I looked forward to just doing whatever I wanted to do. And so I'm kind of reminiscing on how Mondays used to be my day off. When I was talking to Jeff, he said, you know, you got a lot done. There's nothing wrong with taking a nap, because we were talking about taking naps.
I have a hard time taking naps.
I did get a lot done. I got almost everything that I wanted done today. I worked through my routine, had my Ensure and my meds, and called my doctors, did therapy, and that was pretty much it. That was my to-do list. I answered some emails too, and prepping for my trip to New York next week. So yeah, I think I'm probably gonna go home and see how open the dog is to laying around and cuddling. You know, she's such an active dog. She doesn't like to lay there and cuddle. I'm kidding. That's all she loves to do. So I'll probably go home, snuggle up with her, and she'll be all happy, and that will make me happy, and then I'll take a nap. I don't know what this evening holds.
I really wish I could.
I'm thinking
just
now,
with
like,
Okami.
and earlier today, I was wanting to do some Dungeons and Dragons work, prepping up for the opening of the local game store. They're gonna hire me to be their house game master for Dungeons and Dragons, and that's in 2 weeks, and I want to prep for that and be ready for that.
That didn't happen.
Yeah, so I'll probably do some of that tonight. It's really a nice day out here, not too humid, it's nice and quiet. Right around the corner is the ocean, but this feels like you're at like a little lake. And there's nobody here. Let me turn the camera. Get a 360 view. Mostly of this tree. Hey, here I am. Alright, so I'll check you later and see how things are going after my nap, and I gotta pack up here and head home. It's only like a 10-minute walk, but I've been using this tripod as a cane. It doesn't work very well. Alright, I'll see you later. Hello.
Let me just check in here again. Yeah, I see the autocorrect. You know, I talk about how I'm having a hard week this week. Doesn't really. I noticed that I don't really portray that I'm having a hard time. When the camera comes on, I kind of go into performer mode and I put on a mask, and so I can see that, you know, I know that this is one of my harder weeks, but I don't see it in my facial expressions in the way I talk, but I see that I'm out there trying to make it a better week. You know what I mean? So I see that about myself, that I often just kind of put on the mask, which I think we all do from time to time. So I'm just really seeing it in this video.
So I just went to the food bank, Bootstraps in Beverly, and it's the best food bank around. And, I didn't get the nap that I wanted. I was hoping to take a nap, but I ended up just kind of laying with the dog for a little bit. She took a nap, and then I was laying there thinking, you know, I could get up to the food bank. So I decided to go do that before they closed. So I got some good supplies, and I'm gonna go home and maybe make some dinner. I got some good Italian sausages, so I think I'm gonna do that. And maybe play a little video games or something, a little Elder Scrolls Online. I joined a guild in the game with a bunch of different players, and I don't know any of them.
Yeah, that
But
didn't
they
work
seem
out.
like friendly folk, and I'm still kind of a noob.
I haven't been doing much video
But
games.
they're really nice and showing me around and stuff. So that was kind of fun. So I might make some Italian sausages, play some Elder Scrolls for the rest of the evening for my dinner and the night. Good morning, happy Tuesday. It's raining
Tuesday.
out. My dog's not
Okami
happy about
hates
it.
the
Come on,
rain.
Okami.
She does not like the rain.
Okami. Come on, go ahead. Go. Come on, this way. Come on, come on. Okami.
She's
One,
like, no way.
2, 3.
Oh, when I count,
Go poop.
whenever I count, she would just do whatever.
Oh boy. It's an interesting morning. I woke up at a 0. And I'm in a lot of pain. Go ahead. And I'm not very happy. I'm halt. Hungry, angry, lonely, tired. So I need to check that on myself.
That's
And
me
my
today.
phone's getting wet, so I'll check in a minute. Hey, I'm back upstairs and out of the rain. I am just having my coffee and comedy. I woke up high pain at a 9 or so. Really couldn't move at all or walk, and I had to slowly work into that. And my mood was very bad, and I call it HALT. Hungry, angry, lonely, tired. And when I find that I'm in HALT,
Watching
I
Critical
need to
Role
check
on the screen there.
before I wreck myself.
I'm gonna
And kind of say, okay, I need to do something to work the ladder and get up the ladder a little quicker today. Hungry, I need to eat, and I need to have some comedy, which I got my Critical Role on, and spend time with my dog, and that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna try to get rid of my halt.
Hobo these roads in worn out shoes, carry my load but not nothing to lose. Long forgotten miles of turulous trials wore away and weathered my blues. Now I've got nothing left but dreaming to do.
Hello. So I was feeling pretty down today, and I really didn't like the place that I was in mentally. I was angry, hungry, angry, lonely, and tired, and I had something to eat, and I had my Ensure. But I really needed some sort of super play activity to jolt my brain and body awake. And I don't do it often because I feel silly, because I'm not a good dancer, but
I want to see that again. I kind of flew through that pretty quick. But this is when I want to see the dancing again. Kayla edited this. So I hope that's okay. Is this where it is? Okay, here it is. Anyways, so in this week, today, Tuesday, I was having a hard day. You can see Okami there on the bed. And I had written this song called I've Got Dreaming to Do. And recorded it. And I was just dancing around the house, kind of listening to it, trying to up my mood, And then I said, you know what? I'm going to make a music video of me dancing around in different places, out in the rain, silly. And that's my video for so if you haven't seen it, I have a video for the song I've Got Dreaming to Do, which is just me dancing around my town in the rain. But it's one of my favorite videos and one of my favorite songs that I've written. So this is back 2 years ago when I just wrote the song, and I hadn't even edited and made the music video yet. Just had a little footage for the vlog. So I just wanted to see it again. Check-ins, my pain level is going down a little bit. It was up at an 8. I'd say it's down into 6. My mood, I started today at a 0. I feel like I started at a negative. And I worked really hard to get my mood up, but it didn't work. I was defeated by the day, and I wound up back in bed. So I got up, and now I'm here doing this. And this is helping my mood. I'd say my mood is moving upward the ladder. And I'm feeling less defeated. So thanks for being here, everybody. I appreciate it. Both on YouTube and that viewer on Twitch. I'd love to know who you are. But I watch a lot of Twitch. That's why I get excited, because I go on Twitch a lot. I watch Critical Role. I watch Neebs Gaming. I watch just a whole bunch of different people on Twitch. And so it's kind of neat that I can now stream on Twitch as well. So, all right, back to the video. Hobo these roads.
Hobo these roads in worn out shoes. Carry my load when not nothing.
I'm not a good dancer. Never said I was. This is what I mean.
Of turbulence trials wore away and weathered my blues. Now I've got nothing left but dreaming to do.
Hello. So I was feeling pretty down today, and I really didn't like the place that I was in mentally. I was angry, hungry, lonely, and tired, and I had something to eat, and I had my Ensure. But I really needed some sort of super play activity to jolt my brain and body awake. And I don't do it often because I feel silly, because I'm not a good dancer, but I decided today was going to be go out and dance. And I think other people, might feel silly dancing because they're not a good dancer. So I decided my mission was to go out and dance in public places and not worry about what people think. And I'm really enjoying this dreary, rainy day. And I have to tell you that it worked. Dancing worked. My mood is up at Safe and Social. My pain level is high, but I have an ointment for that. But I'm in a good mood, and just out doing creative things and dancing, and it worked for me today. It doesn't work for me every day, but sometimes you got to try things something new, just to
I don't know if it was the dancing,
step out of your comfort zone
project
and try something. If I started dancing today and it wasn't working for me, I would have stopped and went a different direction. But it was working, so I kept doing it, and now I feel pretty good.
Good job.
I'm gonna head home, and I'm actually a little hungry, so I'm gonna have a little something to eat and check in with the dog. She usually has a hard time on stormy, rainy days, so I'll check in with her and spend some time. Hello.
Hello.
The day has gone by and it's been nice.
I haven't done the evening walk in a long time either.
A lot of the first part of the day just hanging out with the dog who was scared. And
I'll try to do that today, take an evening walk.
Hanging out with her and working on stuff, doing emails and stuff. And then I did a lot of work on my D&D stuff, setting up my first adventure for when I start running D&D games at the game store. So that's a nice creative outlet, and I'm going to be doing one-shot adventures where it's like a 4-hour game and people pay to come play it. And
that felt true. It happened once.
It takes a lot of prep work and notes and stuff, but it's a very creative outlet to create an adventure where they have to go along and have these different encounters along the way with combat and non-combat encounters and riddles and things like that, and get to the final boss. And so that was kind of fun. And in between, intermittently laying down with the dog who was scared. So I would lay with her for a while. She'd fall asleep.
Scared of the thunder.
I get up, do my work, lay down with her, because she'd wake up and I'd
We get a lot
fall
of
asleep,
thunder
and
and
I'd
lightning.
get up and do work. And that was most of my afternoon. I also had a Salisbury steak, which I did not like, but I ate it.
Salisbury steak is good.
But my mood has been good. I think dancing today really carried my energy over to the evening.
Does anybody here like
And
Salisbury
it's
steak?
after dinner, and the storm, I think, has passed. So I'm just out for a little walk because it's
After
warm
a
out.
storm
It's
walk,
warm and
really
wet.
nice. When a storm comes through, and then it passes, and then you go for a walk.
And it's nice to look back on the day and feel like you spent it getting some good stuff done. And for you, you know, doing things self-care wise and stuff like that. And I feel good about today. It took a lot of effort to get up and go, all right, I'm gonna go do this. But it was a lot of fun. I'm gonna go get some ice cream and maybe a cookie or something. I don't know. Something sweet, probably ice cream. And then I'm gonna watch an early episode of Critical Role. And that will be the end of my evening. And tomorrow's Wednesday. I have no idea what I got going on. I never think of what's going on the next day, but I'll probably start thinking about that tonight as I'm going to bed. So thanks for joining me today, and try dancing. It worked for me.
Try dancing.
Might not work for you. It wouldn't work for me every day.
No, I don't think it
There are
would.
some days where no, it's not gonna work. But
I don't want to
on
go
that
out
day
dancing.
when you need to break out of your routine and do something out of your
break
comfort
out of the
zone,
routine. Yeah,
I don't know. Try dancing in public.
I think that's the
And,
thing. Break out of the routine. Do something
Put on
new.
some headphones, go somewhere, and dance like no one's watching. All right. Have a good night. Good morning. It is Wednesday morning, and it's about 5 in the morning, and I slept pretty good. My pain level's a little high, but I'm feeling okay. I'm not at a zero. I'm feeling kind of safe and social, which is nice. Maybe I had a good dream or something.
Critical Role on in the
I'm
background.
having my coffee and comedy. I fed my dog, and
Good morning,
she's
Okami.
just chilling, and I got my Critical Role going. So I'm just enjoying my coffee and having a pretty good morning. I was considering
Thanks everybody
catching
for
the
watching
sunrise,
with me.
but
I really,
my
it's
pain
really
level
nice.
is kind of high, and I would have to kind of rush up to the ocean. I don't want to rush.
Oh, I'm gonna
So I'm
catch
just
the
enjoying
sunrise.
my coffee.
Not gonna
and
catch the
watching my
sunrise.
comedy.
Quiet morning. Critical Role.
Hello. So I've gone through my routine this morning. Did my coffee and comedy, watched my Critical Role, and then I took my meds and took a shower, got changed. I'm feeling pretty good, up at Safe and Social. I kind of got a little upset by some drama that was going on in the house, but I've let that go for now. I have a friend who's going through a hard time, and I'm trying to have patience. So I usually during my shower I figure out the day, and I just haven't been able to figure out today what I'm gonna do with the day, what needs to get done. I'm gonna have a meeting later with Kayla, my editor, probably figure out some stuff there, but I feel like I did a lot the last couple days. I was out dancing yesterday and doing stuff the day before, so I wouldn't mind taking it easy, but I don't want to be bored either. I like to keep doing things, so I don't know what I'm gonna do with the day.
Like, quickly.
but it'll be something. But after the end of my
It's strange. I think I'm just kind of rambling on here, but I do get bored very quickly. But in another sense, I can sit quietly for an hour or two and just with nothing to do and be in my head and be very entertained. Um, but I like flip flop where I have all the patience in the world to where I have no patience and I need to do something. So I can sit and just do nothing all day and be very content, or I need to be doing everything all at once. All right, let's get back to it.
but after the end of my morning routine ends with my morning walk, and I'm walking very slowly. I have my cane with me, and the cane really is like a metronome. It keeps me walking
I'm glad I don't have to use
slowly
the cane anymore.
So yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna do today, but I'm gonna go take a walk and see what the day holds for me.
Okami, it looks like I could spend all day doing that. Okami was 100 pounds pillow. She's just a big body pillow. And she loved to just lay there. Oh, I used to play this game.
When
Drive me
I
crazy.
think it was around 2020 came, and
I got
people
addicted
were
to
kind
this
of
game.
looking for things to do. I started playing this game called Raid Shadow Legends, and it's just a little kind of starts off as a little mindless clicking. It's actually a phone game, but I play it on a computer. And I don't really like the game very much.
No, I don't.
But when we were all quarantined, it was just something that kept me busy and occupied, kept my brain going. And I still play it. And usually on an almost daily basis, I click into it and I click through everything and I shut it down. And I don't enjoy the game. The only reason I keep playing it is because I'm like 3 or 4 years invested into it, and I'm at a really high level, and it's like I don't want to give it up. Um, and I just thought it's kind of a funny little thing that this game that I must find some sort of enjoyment in it, but I do it every day, and
I
click
do
through all
quit
the
this
little
game
things,
shortly
and
after this.
it occupies my mind for about 20 minutes, and then I shut it down. And yeah, I keep playing it. I don't know why. Just wanted to share that. Hey, so I was feeling kind of sick. Laid down with the dog for a while because after I have my Ensure, I feel very yucky for a little while, but it goes away. But I'm feeling very listless today. I looked up that word, and it's lacking enthusiasm. I liken it to, it's funny, the other day I said I don't get bored. And it's not that I'm bored, but I don't have a direction and a purpose, so I don't know what to do. Today I don't feel, I don't have anything that's pressing that I need to get done. And I don't have anything on the schedule. But I feel that need to get things done.
I always have a drive, really, to
Added to that is
get things done.
the anhedonia I'm feeling, which is
And then the anhedonia works against it.
the lack of feeling joy and fulfillment in things. So I don't know what to do with myself today. I'm not really feeling a lot of joy in the things that I'm trying to do. I've done my coffee and comedy. I didn't really laugh. I've been on a Zoom meeting, hanging out with a friend. And I picked up the guitar a little bit and laid down. The best part of the day was laying down with the dog. It just made me feel great.
Best part of the
I
day
think
was
today's
laying down
gonna
with the
be
dog.
kind of what we call the B-roll day, where I'm gonna do a little bit of this, a little bit of that, maybe some cleaning, some
Wish I could have a
creativity
dog.
time, practice some guitar, maybe do some drawing, just kind of go with the flow of my ADD. in a gentle way. Easy does it, but do it. And so I always feel the need to do something. I'm just not sure what that's going to be today. So I spent most of the morning in a meeting with Kayla, and just kind of doing a, what do you call it?
Work session.
Work. You know, when you work with someone else
Work
at
session.
the same time. And I forget what it's called. I can't
Work
think now.
session.
But we got a lot done, so that was good. And I had a good time, and we laughed. My dog's been sleeping the whole time. My pain level is about a 7. My mood is up at Safe and Social. I had some stuff upset me this morning, but I feel like I talked it out with my friend, and got to say my piece. And I felt
Seems
good
like
about
dancing
it.
the day before did me.
And now I'm gonna go check on my battle buddy Jeff, see how he's doing today. And I think it's gonna be a day of just doing this and that. And there are some things that I hope to do. But I'm just gonna go with the flow of the day and see what happens.
Are there programs that can help me get a support dog? There are. It's not hard for me to get a dog. It's hard for me to afford to care for a dog. Not just feed, but if the dog gets sick and needs vet bills and things like that, there are programs for that too. But when I had Okami here, I struggled to feed myself, and I never struggled. Okami always ate. That's why she weighed 100 pounds. She never missed a meal. But I often missed meals because I was feeding my dog because I couldn't afford to feed us both. And so I'm not in a financial place where I make any money. So I don't want to bring in a dependent. And I also, I don't drive. And so when Okami would get sick, or if there was an emergency, I couldn't get her to a clinic or a hospital or whatnot. I'm going to be doing some traveling, and I don't know how that would work with a dog. So mainly it's just I can't afford a dog right now. So it was a huge part of my life, as you can see. Many days it was the best part of my day and the thing that really got me through. But it's not possible, unfortunately. This is bored Kevin. Kevin is bored. Oh, that made me laugh. Thank you so much, Jaron. I did put a wish list. Let me pause this because I want to see this too. Kyle suggested that I make a wish list, and so I made an Amazon wish list, and he got me these. He got me these microphones, but I put food and stuff on the wish list too. So if people want to contribute by getting food, in the description there's a Amazon wish list. I like this section. I like the section where there's music and stuff. This is Kayla editing. This is not me editing. So, and this was really funny. So this made me laugh. This is Kevin on a bored day with Okami laying there. Here we go. I wonder how many times it took me in real life. have to do the dishes here. What's on my list for today?
Hello. So it's the end of the evening, after dinner, and I'm gonna watch some Critical Role. I'm about to take a nice hot shower because my body is aching and in a lot of pain. I just kind of did this and that, whatever task um, I felt like doing at the time, and I ended up getting a lot of D&D work done and YouTube work done. As you saw, was doing the dishes and cleaning up around the apartment and spent a lot of time with the dog.
I look
So
like I
it
just
was a
smoked a
pretty
joint,
chill
dude.
day, and I think I needed it. So I'm just gonna take a hot shower, sit and have some hot chocolate, and watch a little Critical Role, and then head to bed. And that'll be my Wednesday.
Critical Role. Thursday.
Good morning. Happy Thursday. I woke up a while ago, and I was just in an enormous amount of pain, and but my dog had to go.
I'm just gonna pause it since it's the start of the day and do a little check-in. Cue it up. All right, here we go. Okay, checking in. My pain is about the same. My mood is it's nice doing some laughing, when you're having a hard day. So that's going well. I don't know. My brain just said pause, and it didn't really tell me anything beyond that. But I guess I'd check in for those who are wondering why I'm watching an old vlog. Um, Today's a harder day, and this is one of the tools I use to help me make my day better and work my way up the emotional ladder. I started at a 0. I'm about at a 6, so it's working. It's got me laughing a little bit. It's got me remembering things that I used to do that I kind of forgot about. And it shows me making an effort, which I really don't feel like I can do, um, in this hard day. Um, so watching me make an effort to make a better day is it's very helpful for me. So, and then I really appreciate you all being here and spending this time with me. I can't really play guitar today because my pain level is pretty high. My initial thought was I was going to get on here and play some songs. Um, but when I got up, I was just like, I really can't do that. And I thought this would be a good idea for me. So I did spend about three hours out today in the sun, trying to work my mood up. And then it just didn't work. I just kind of got defeated. And so now I'm back up again and put on some different boxing gloves and just kind of this is working and making me feel a little better. So okay, back at it. Thursday.
Good morning. Happy Thursday. I woke up a while ago, and I was just in an enormous amount of pain, and but my dog had to go outside, so I got up, took her outside, made some coffee, and I'm just about to enjoy coffee and comedy, but I took some Tylenol to hope my pain goes down. It was really bad. I didn't sleep very well because of the pain, and I'm considering about just having this cup of coffee and then going back to sleep. But usually after coffee, I don't feel like going back to sleep because of the caffeine. So I'm having my coffee. I'm about to start doing some comedy. It's Thursday. Let's get rolling. My mood started off kind of negative because of the pain, but I kind of said no, don't go negative, and I've kind of come out of that a little bit.
So I'm feeling my mood is a little better. I don't know what number I'm at. I feel like I could go either way this morning, depending on what I do. Um, if I don't do anything, I'll probably go downhill, and if I do something to help my mood, I'll do better. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna start my coffee and comedy. Good morning. I'm gonna pause it. I just said right there exactly what I'm doing today. Is I could do nothing and continue going downhill, or I could get up and do something about it, and that's what I'm doing today. I feel like I could go either way this morning, depending on what I do. If I don't do anything, I'll probably go downhill, and if I do something to help my mood, I'll do better. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna start my coffee and comedy. Good morning. Recovery in action. So I was doing my coffee and comedy this morning, and I was feeling pretty good. My pain level when I woke up this morning was so high, and I could barely move, but I had to take the dog outside and bring him back in. I took my pain meds. They seem to be working a little bit. I'm not in as much pain as I was. So while I was doing my coffee and comedy, I was also working on my D&D stuff, and I was doing that yesterday too. And because I was having fun doing it, it gives me a nice, good, creative flow. And I think maybe a lot of you probably don't know a lot about D&D, I think. If you do know about D&D and you play D&D, let me know in the comments, because we'll talk D&D more. I'll always talk D&D. But Dungeons and Dragons. So I was working on that this morning. And why do I play Dungeons and Dragons besides it's a fun game to play? Well, I used to play in high school, and I didn't really enjoy it very much. I played it a little bit. It was fun, something to do with the guys. But there was no real role-playing aspect. It was just, it started out with, okay, you're in a dungeon. What do you want to do? I'll go north. Okay, there's a monster. I'll attack it. It's very base game. But I don't know, about 8-10 years ago, there was a resurgence of Dungeons and Dragons, and especially with like people like Critical Role and Antiquities Incorporated, and they started really incorporating acting and role-playing into the role-playing game. I already took that one. Alright, wait. I need to pay attention to these meds and see what I've taken. Yeah, I can't talk and do my meds at the same time. These are good. That. And that. Okay. And then I got these. Alright. So, D&D kind of changed where people were developing these great stories and these characters. People were doing that beforehand, it's just the people I was playing with weren't doing that. So I started seeing people play D&D where they were creating these epic stories and characters and developing the characters and having characters with flaws and weaknesses and working on them. And I found it very interesting, and it was fun to watch, and I loved watching Critical Role. So I started playing D&D again, and I couldn't find a lot of players, so I started running my own games at this place called The Castle. And why D&D is good for me is it gets me out and being social with people. I'm pretty much a very reclusive person. So when several years ago, it was my mission to be more social. And the way I was going to do that was go out and play D&D games and meet people who are interested and like-minded. And then COVID hit, and we all went into quarantine. So I got a couple games in, and I ran some games, but then COVID hit, and I had to shut it down. And I started playing D&D online, and I've made a great group of friends that I play with online. And now I want to get back into, playing in person again, where I can be social with people. And when I'm running a game, it's very much like being on stage with a guitar, because I'm performing, I'm pretending to be different characters and do different, accents and things like that, and I'll get angry and I'll try out different things. I get to role play different situations and see what works and what doesn't work. And my mind is just a fire of conversational improv, which is very difficult for me. I know you all see me talking, but when I'm not on camera, I don't say very much. I'm a very quiet person. So for me to get up there and talk and interact with people, putting me in the Dungeon Master's role makes me feel like, okay, here I am. I'm here to interact with people. I want to make them laugh. I want them to have a good time. And we're all having snacks and playing games. And I'm kind of the host. And it really gets me out of my comfort zone in a good way and in a safe way with people that I enjoy, doing things that I enjoy. The game store closed down for a little while because they're moving to a new location, and they moved right across the street from me. So I've talked to them about being the house DM again and running games again, and they're all for it. So that's going to happen in about 3 weeks. Now, to run a game runs from 3.5 to 4 hours, but for the Dungeon Master to prepare for the game, it takes about 4 hours of prep work, and it's a lot of typing, a lot of writing scripts, writing encounters, creating the story. And so I've been working on that the last couple mornings. I've just felt that creative urge to do it. And I've written about 10 pages of notes, and with a lot of the adventure. And I'll show you a little bit of that, hopefully a little later today. So my routine, I've done my coffee and comedy. I got a lot of D&D work done. I sent some emails and some texts. I took my meds. Now I'm going to take a shower and get changed, and then I'll probably go for a walk. It looks pretty nice out. It's kind of cloudy and hazy. And my pain level is going down. We'll see where it gets to after the shower. It changes in the shower. Sometimes it gets worse, so sometimes it gets better. And then I'll go for a walk the length of however I'm in pain. But I'm in no hurry. I don't have any meetings that I need to get to today. It's just going to be a day of sitting at my computer and getting work done that I haven't been able to focus on lately. But today I haven't been paying attention at all.
some good focus, so why not put that to good use? So, all right, I'm going to put on a morning playlist. If you want to hear my morning playlist, it's in the description below. But I'll have my morning playlist playing throughout my apartment while I go take a shower and get ready for the day.
I will put the link to the Gentle Jazz video, which is like 8 or 12 hours of jazz piano. This is what I use to sleep. It's not too distracting. It never gets too loud. Just stays at a nice constant. I just had my Ensure and I'm feeling pretty sick. So I put this on and I'm gonna lay down and...
I'm sorry. Let me look at. Not sure if you mentioned, darn work. A separate package from your mics was delivered to you today. No, I haven't really. I haven't been down to check the mailroom since this morning, and that's before they drop everything off. But thank you so much. I don't know what it is, but thank you. I'm triggered. I can feel my blood is rushing. I want to start crying, and something just happened, and I don't feel grounded at all. I'm just gonna take a breath. let me just. I don't know what it was that triggered me. I'm sorry. This has just been silence for all of you. Thank you. I don't know what the trigger was. I'm getting nice messages from text, so that's what I'm looking at. But something just, and I just stopped paying attention, and I disassociated into another place, and I got very angry and emotional, and I'm coming back down to earth. So let me just, you know what I'll do is, you know what, we got someone on okay. I'm gonna play the music. I'm gonna play the video and go use the bathroom, and I compose myself a little bit, and I'll let the video go for a little bit, and I will be back in just 2-3 minutes. Okay. Thanks, everybody.
Take a nap for a little while until my stomach settles. It makes my anxiety go up and my stomach feel really yucky. So I'm gonna go do that, and I got a lot more typing done. I got like 5 more pages of D&D work done, so maybe I'll talk about that later. It'll be a fun adventure for the players. Hey, well, I finally made it out for a walk today. It's kind of hot and muggy for me. And other than some little instances, it's been pretty quiet, which is nice. There's a little murder of ravens over there by the bench, and you don't often get to say, hey, there's a murder of ravens. Actually, I think they're crows. So I was doing some D&D work today, and then spent some time with the dog. I don't know what the afternoon's gonna hold. My pain level is very high. I was wanting to play guitar and maybe put a video up on YouTube, but my shoulder hurts and my hip hurts and my chest hurts, and so I think I need to take it easy on me and find things that I can do, that I want to do, that are good for my pain level today. My mood's okay. I'm glad to be out for a walk, although I'm moving super slowly. I made my cane purple, so I don't know why, but the grip feels better. So all right, not a lot going on, not a busy day. My mood is good, and just taking it easy. Easy does it, but do it.
Hey, I'm back. I also got Kyle. I just got this package here from Kyle. I don't know what's in it. We'll open it up together and see. It says right on it, heavy. I think it's soup, which would be wonderful. Oh, God, I would love some soup. It's so surreal to receive a package Yeah, yeah, it was right. I mean, a package this heavy is the only thing I could think that it was. It's soup, and this is so wonderful, Kyle. Thank you. And this is my dinner tonight. So this was purchased off my wish list. Yeah. So this is. Think about this. This is. This is so wonderful. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That's a half a month of lunch right there, or dinner. Kyle, that's what you just did. This is like amazing to me. I can, I like on a daily basis, I go buy one can because that's what I can afford. Now I don't have to go for, like the whole rest of the month, or for the next many weeks. I mean, you do get tired of eating the same one over and over, but I'm used to that. I have ARFID. So when I can eat something, that's all I want to eat is that one thing. So this is something I can eat with my ARFID, and that's what I did is I put things on my wish list that is possible for me to eat on with my ARFID. And so this is wonderful. It's pub style chicken pot pie, just so everybody knows. So thank you so much. This is like, I don't really have the adequate words, especially because my brain is fried today, but thank you so very much. I look forward to telling my neighbor Jeff that someone on the internet bought me soup. Jeff is an 80-year-old friend of mine, and he thinks this whole internet thing is pretty interesting. Well, I've done many shows. I've done many barbecues and family parties and weddings where I played music, and I performed many shows at bars and restaurants where I performed for food and not money. So I'm feeling a little more grounded. So look at that handsome guy over there. Let's see what he's up to. Huh? I'm looking at it's Thursday and I still haven't shaved my beard. I know by the end of the week I shave my beard, so something happens. Okay.
Hi, so I got some rest. It's about dinner time. Just had a cheeseburger and laid with the dog for a while. My pain level is like a 5 or 6, which is better than it was. And I'm just playing a video game. And you can make your characters in this game play an instrument. And so this guy was here playing the flute, so I had my guy go up play the drums. And
That
I've
is
just been
boredom.
making music here.
That is boredom in gaming right there. Hey, he's shooting us.
While we play the game and we're waiting for the next battle and I'm jamming with someone online. Well, it's coming around the end of my evening and today has been a high pain level day for me throughout most of the day. And I wasn't able to get a lot done. I got a lot of Dungeons and Dragons work done. I'm almost done with the work except for map making. And so that was good. I also went to some of the residents here had a barbecue out in the parking lot, so I went and had a couple burgers and a hot dog and some potato salad, so that was good. Tonight we're getting storms. We're supposed to get thunder and lightning, possibility of tornado watches. So that means that Okami, the dog, is going to be on high alert, and normally she's asleep right now. But she's awake and she knows that something's happening. She always knows when a storm's coming long before it gets here. So I'm gonna be up kind of comforting her, and I'll make her a bed in the bathroom in the shower where she feels safe. I'll put a bed in there so she can lay there when she gets scared. Hey, I'm sitting here having my coffee and comedy, and just texting with different friends and checking in how their day is going. I like to text my son in the morning and wish him a happy day, and texting with my bestie Kayla. And it's been a very difficult morning. I'm watching my Critical Role, an old episode.
Those are the old.
But this morning has been hard. Last night we had storms come through, and we were up most of the night.
Kami be
And
scared of storms.
we were up and going outside about every hour because for some reason my dog had diarrhea, so she also wasn't feeling good. And
Those are not fun nights.
But the thunder and lightning scared her too, so we were up all night. Finally, about 6 this morning, we laid down for a nap, and I got a couple hours sleep. But I'm having my coffee and comedy, and I'm not really laughing, and my mood is very low. It's at a 1 or a 2. I woke up not wanting to do any vlogging, which was a first. Normally, I get up and I kind of look forward to turning on the camera and checking in. But my pain level is very high, and it hurts to do anything. And I've had to do a lot. I've had to keep running. I live on the 3rd floor, so I had to keep running the dog outside and running back upstairs. And I lost my cane. So it was quite a morning. I also didn't have coffee.
No, I remember when I
Didn't
lost
have
my
the
cane.
things that I normally have in the morning.
I was
So it's
so
been
mad.
hard getting moving. One good thing, though, is as I was walking by the community room in our building, I found my cane.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
So that made me happy. Cause,
I'm glad I don't have to use a cane anymore. I just feel a lot younger, you know? Less pain and don't have to use a cane.
Last night was Thursday night, which was Critical Role Live, and I stayed up and I watched the beginning of it because the first
Using a
20
cane
minutes
makes me
kind
feel
of,
like an old man.
advertising, and they talk about what's going on, but they do it in a funny way. And Sam Riegel, one of the actors, usually does a really funny skit that makes no sense, but it usually gets me laughing. And sometimes when I really need a good laugh, I'll search YouTube and I'll put in Critical Role Best of Sam, and Sam's one of the actors. And there's three videos, 1, 2, and 3, and they're just all his funny clips. And if you don't watch the show, you probably wouldn't understand many of it. But you know what? I'll put the link below to the Best of Sam if you need a laugh. And I don't know if you'll understand any of it, if it'll make any sense if you haven't watched the show. Just know that it's very random. Yeah. So I think I'll do that. I'll watch the Best of Sam and see if he can get me laughing. Sam Riegel is a comedic genius, I think. And yeah, I bet he'll get me laughing this morning. So it's been a very difficult morning. I don't know what I'm going to do with the day.
That was a pain face.
Normally on Fridays we jam, but I'm not feeling up to it. My pain level is too high, which I don't like because I know that disappoints the other players. They really want me there. They usually don't jam if I'm not there. So, okay.
I'm tired there.
Settle down, have my coffee, watch some Sam Riegel comedy, and hopefully my mood will change and I will feel more excited about the day later on.
I'm tired, and it's the beginning of the day.
It's been a hard morning today.
And I still have a beard.
And it's about 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and I'm just getting to my meds. It's not that I was procrastinating it, it's that I've just been in a lot of pain and not wanting to move on and do anything. But I have done some things this morning.
Back
they
when I
did
was
have to
doing the
do my
blog, I didn't
coffee, so I
understand
mean
how
that
to
wasn't
do
really
sound
helping me too
levels.
much.
That's why it gets quiet sometimes. I
And then I went
apologize for that.
into I checked in with a couple of my friends, um, and then I went into a tomfoolery
Jim
meeting and got to
Bloggins.
visit with some tomfoolery members for an hour. And then I went down and I took the dog to go see my battle buddy Jeff, and they got to visit. So I've done a lot, but I haven't really had. Today's going to be a rest day because my pain level is not being affected by my pain meds. So I need to rest today, and I got a lot of new meds in. That's why I'm kind of keeping an eye on what I'm taking here, because I just refilled half my meds, and I like to keep them organized. That's why I do it this way, so I can kind of keep my meds on my mind. So what I would love to do today is, it's a beautiful sunny day, I would love to go out and do something. I would also love to play guitar today and maybe do some recording or some working on stuff. But the way I feel and have felt all day is that I really can't do much of anything. I want to play guitar, but my shoulder and my chest hurt too much. So, okay, I'm gonna stop bitching about pain. And I don't know what I'm gonna do with the day. I'm gonna take care of me physically by trying not to do too much, but that can often make my mood go down. So really today is one of those days where if I survive today, then I did good. I'm not gonna push myself to get anything done, but my desire to get things done is there and strong. My dog is very anxious today because we had a late night last night, all night with the storms, and today she's just still needing a lot of attention and comforting. So I'm doing a lot of that, and she's very needy today. So I keep having to take her outside or do different things for her.
It's things like that would fill
And
my day
looking forward to
with fulfilling events. You know,
sitting
taking care of
down
my
and
dog on a
resting
scary
and
day.
letting the pain levels
You know,
just kind of go down.
I can barely
And
hear myself talk.
that's about it right now. I'm gonna take my meds. So I really just got up here, came here to take my meds. The thing that got me to take my meds is, well, I gotta get it done. Just go do it now. And so it's kind of a easy does it, but do it.
Easy does it, but do it.
Do it part. I don't feel great about it.
I don't look happy about it.
But now that it's done, it won't be in my head. I know it's done. I don't have to think about my meds the rest of the day. The next challenge will be to take a shower and, and then I don't know what. We'll see. Hi, just checking in. It's been a tough morning. I got my meds down, and then I was gonna take a shower, but I had a friend come over and we hung out a little bit at Jeff's house, and now I'm back up here taking a shower, but it's nearly, I don't know, 3:30, 4 o'clock, and taking a shower. I still haven't eaten. The thought of eating is very hard. I don't know if I mentioned it before, but during this week, when I think on Monday, I was referred to a health organization that my doctor referred me to them for my eating issues. And so I'm
This is
going
when
to
I
be
was
meeting
first
with
getting
someone
diagnosed with the
who
eating
can
disorder.
kind of properly diagnose
ARFID.
what my eating issues are, and that hasn't been done yet.
So I'll be able to explain everything to a doctor, and we can kind of work from there. But I'm really, the thought of drinking an Ensure, I know it's going to make me feel really yucky hitting my stomach. So I'm not looking forward to it. But I think, yeah, today is just about, I was asked, by someone what I got going on tomorrow, and I can't think that far. I'm still in my morning routine, and it's dinner time almost. So I do have these days where it takes me the whole day to get through my routine, and I'm just trying to take it easy on me. And my pain is very distracting. And I look forward to having all my doctor's appointments and getting all this work done. And hopefully, by the end of the year, physically, I'll be doing very well.
No, it takes 2 years,
Yeah,
but you're doing
I'm
a
gonna
little
go
better.
continue with my routine and take it easy, and I'll see you in a little while. So checking in, I'm feeling a little better. I had a hot dog and a cheeseburger, and for some reason, the thought of eating them didn't seem possible. And then, for some reason, I just put ketchup on both of them, and I was able to eat them. And so my dog just watched me eating them, thinking I was gonna give her some. But I'm
Look,
like,
Kia
no, I need
66.
all this. And
So
that's not enough for the day, but that.
I'm gonna take a break here. I want to say hi to Plokia66, who's here from the SBSK video. Thank you so much. What am I doing here today? Having a hard day today. So I'm watching my old vlog, and it's inspiring me to put more effort into my day today. So this is a vlog of me 2 years ago. That's on my channel, and I'm just watching it to see how I was doing 2 years ago, and it's inspiring me and motivating me today. And today is a difficult day. So welcome here, and thank you so much.
That'll get my appetite activated, and I'll be able to eat more. So it's 4:59. I got through my routine before 5 o'clock. Okami,
Thanks so much, Blokia.
hi.
This is my dog.
It took me the day to work through my routine, but I had a hard night and it's been a hard day, so I'm taking it easy. And this evening I'm going to try to relax and
Hang out with the dog.
I had a very productive week, so I don't mind taking today and just kind of relaxing a bit. So I don't know what I'm gonna do yet. I'm thinking about working on
I wanted to
Dungeons and
wave
Dragons
to
stuff.
Okami.
I still have to tell you about the adventure that I wrote. I said I was gonna do that earlier, so maybe I'll do that tonight. If the pain goes down, I want to play some guitar. So we'll see. I'll see you in the next clip.
Hanging out with Okami. I used to do that for hours.
You happy dog?
She was a happy dog. Sweetie pie dog. Saturday
Good morning. Happy Saturday.
morning.
It is just before sunrise. I went to bed early last night, and it took me a while to fall asleep, but I did get some sleep. And I woke up this morning about 4 a.m. and I was feeling pretty good.
I gotta go catch a sunrise.
Not in a lot of pain. I was
in a
in
while.
medium pain. And I was feeling in a good mood. And I said, hey, today would be a good day to catch a sunrise because it's clear skies. So I got up, did my coffee and comedy, and I didn't vlog as soon as I got up because I forgot to plug in my phone last night, so I woke up with very little battery. I still don't have a lot. But I got up, did my coffee and comedy, gulped down my meds, took a shower. I started to drink a little of my Ensure and started to make me feel yucky and not wanting to come out here. So I put the cap back on that and packed up and kind of took my time. So I'm trying to get to the beach before the sun actually pops above the horizon, which is pretty soon. You can see the sky is already turning color, but the sun isn't up yet, so I still have another 15 minutes or so, and the beach is right up the street. I just like in the morning, as soon as I get out the door, I walk very fast, and even though I get some pain because I want to get to the beach before the sun gets up, you know. I do like watching sunrises. I think, you know, someday, years from now, when I'm getting ready to pass on, I'm not gonna think that I wasted time getting up and going to catch sunrises. It's for me, it's well worth it. You're never gonna say I spent too much of my time and energy catching beautiful sunrises. And you know, I live here by the ocean. If I didn't live by the ocean, I probably wouldn't be going out and catching as many. It just looks so nice next to the ocean. All right, I'm almost there, and I haven't really, my pain level's been pretty good, but it's kind of an uphill walk most of the way to the beach, and I'm starting to feel it. So I brought my coffee, I brought my Ensure with me so I could go to the beach and drink it there, and I will be there shortly. It's really a beautiful view as I walk down here to the water, and you just look out and
That's
see.
called Dog Park.
I don't know if you can see.
Where people bring their dogs.
Heading out, and the fishermen are heading out.
Very nice view. Right across
This
the
is a
water
nice
there
little
is
spot.
Salem, Massachusetts.
Hey, so I'm here at this beautiful beach. You can see the sun has not risen yet. So I got here on time. It's a really beautiful view here.
I think I get attacked by a bee here in this clip.
And look across to Salem and the Salem willows.
Am I talking really loud?
And there's nobody here. I like this beach because further on past this pier is a sand beach, public beach. But this part of the beach is all rocks. And so people don't swim here. They come here to sit, and they bring their dogs here. And so if you want to go to the beach and run into a dog, this is the place to do it. So I'm gonna set up my time-lapse video.
I always like to run into a
down, have
dog.
my coffee, and just enjoy the morning, listening to the waves, watching the birds, and yeah, watching the sun come up. Happy Saturday. Hey, it was a very nice sunrise. You can see it behind me here. And
You didn't film it?
I had a nice time. As soon as the sun comes up, you start hearing the seagulls.
The birds, yeah.
And I enjoy watching them doing their fishing, and they pick up the clams and they fly up and they drop them down on the rocks, and then they eat them. And it's funny because one will find a clam over here and then fly way far away, and like, I'm gonna eat it over here where you guys can't see me. And they're very quiet in the morning, but as soon
I
as
like
the sun
watching the
comes up,
birds.
they start yelling and making all sorts of noise. It's nice. I also like how the sunrise looks like a semicolon. It's pretty neat. It reminds me of that every morning, the semicolon movement when I see the sunrise. So my pain level has gone up because I've been walking around and stuff. And but I brought my cane with me, and I also brought, instead of just, normally I carry everything, but I brought this little handy cart. So that I could carry everything and still use my cane. So that's the sunrise. I'm gonna go home and see what the rest of the day holds. Usually Saturday I go through my vlog for the week and kind of review my week and see how I did. I'm looking forward to that, as I always do. It makes me feel good, like I accomplished something. And I think I did pretty good this week in getting some stuff done that I really wanted to get done. So, hey, it's such a nice quiet walk home. I thought I would, and I was thinking about my dean.
Hey, I'm a little teary. Kind of got distracted, but it's okay. I just my brain is being very mean. And it can beat me up sometimes for no reason. So I just got a little distracted because my brain just got really loud and mean. But I'm here and hanging out with some people and watching sunrise. Thanks for being here.
D one shot that I thought I would try to explain it. The storyline, anyways. Every week the players come in and play, and their characters are members of what's called the Slayer's Take, which is a guild that goes out and kind of protects the city of Vasselheim and goes out and hunts monstrous creatures and evil things and kind of protects the city around the city, which is kind of the wilds. And so the players come in and they accept a contract. And that's the adventure, is the contract. And I try to give them choices of different contracts. But the contract I came up with is for a hag, which is different than a... Oh, hi, Dougie. A hag is different than a witch. Hags are generally very powerful, malevolent, and smart people. And they're hard to do battle against. And usually filled with lots of magic and stuff. So that's the contract. And so the players start, and they're in the city, and there's lots of things that they can do in the city. They have money to spend, and they go and buy equipment and that they think they'll need for the adventure. They try to find out where the hag is and get directions there. Eventually they'll get directions and they'll head out on their adventure. First they come to this creek, which is a haunted creek, and the water is black, and it seems like fingers and hands reach out of the shorelines and tries to reach out and grab you, so you want to stay out of the water. And they have to cross this moss-covered stone path that goes across the creek. But as they do so, they get attacked by there's these baby spiders that are feasting on something, and if they disturb the area, a big mama spider comes out and attacks them, which kind of pushes them forward across the river on the stone path. As they cross the creek, they come to this little island, and there's this giant glowing orb, and all the things are kind of greenish, and the orb will shock them and prevent their way unless they answer a riddle. And I'll give players the choice of an easy riddle, because it's very hard to on the spot figure out a riddle, or a hard riddle, and if they get the hard riddle right, they'll get some sort of boon. They continue to pass the river. They come to another island, small one, and some of them who lack wisdom, some of the players will feel like the ground drops out beneath them and that they're falling, and they have to kind of make wisdom saving throws to come out of that, or the more wiser players of the party have to pull them out of that. Eventually they get across the creek and they go to the Sentinel Forest, and which is a glimmering forest of gold, but it's been corrupted by the hag, and so there's black and green glimmering flecks as well. And they come to this clearing where there's a giant 100-foot tree, and a spectral dryad contacts them and says that the hag has trapped her in the tree, and she's normally the caretaker of the forest. So the players have to free the dryad somehow, and the dryad will give them information about how to find the hag's lair. There could be a battle at that point as they try to disenchant or destroy the enchantment that is holding the dryad in the tree. So eventually they come to the swamp where the hag is, and they have to come up with some sort of strategy and defeat the hag and bring back some sort of proof that they did so to the Slayer's Take to get their reward. And that's pretty much the adventure. The battle with the hag will probably take an hour and a half because it's such a complicated, she's such a smart creature with lots of magic and spells and things that she can do, that she could easily take out a party of 5 or 6 people. So it would be
I was muted this whole time, huh? Thank you so much for letting me know. I was just pausing to let you know that I was on the phone with someone in my inner circle, and who knew I was going through a hard time today, and they're going to be coming over here to visit, um, in a couple hours or so, and it means a lot to me to have someone come out here when I'm having a hard day and spend time with me. You just watch a movie, have some dinner, and not be alone, because I spend most of my time alone, and it's just me and my brain. And I often feel like my brain is actively working against me. Um, but when I'm, spending time with people, it quiets my brain. And that's part of the reason I got on here live, is because I kind of feel like I'm with people, and it's quieting my brain a little bit. So my friend's going to be coming over here this evening, and we're going to hang out, and probably going to make some soup, which I'm really grateful for, and that'll be good. So got a little teary. I find it very difficult to ask people for help, and it makes me feel like a burden, and which is a very common thing for people with mental illness and PTSD. And I guess the life that I had is that I often feel like a burden when I have to ask for something, and so yeah, I have a very good, close inner circle of support systems, and yeah, they're gonna come over tonight, and I probably, and that's something good too, because now my brain is thinking, okay, I want to clean up, I want to pick up around here and do my dishes, and gets me moving in a good direction, Um, but I would like to get through this video here. Thanks.
easy for some of these players to actually die in the game. So that's the storyline that I came up with this week.
Looks like I was talking.
And I got to come up with little storylines for different contracts on a weekly basis, and it's kind of been fun to do. I found some tools online that make the prep work a little faster and a little easier, so I'm not jumping all around. And so that hard part of the D&D prep, finding all the stats and make sure that they go through certain encounters and have certain things and give them time to role play. And a lot of that stuff is kind of figured out for me through my different tools, and it gives me more free time to create a more fun storyline and come up with them on a consistent basis. So I look forward to running the Hag one shot. I'm gonna run it online for some friends, and then in a couple weeks I'm gonna start running these games at the game store. It's called The Castle. It's a restaurant with good food and beer and wine and stuff, and you go in and you order your food and you pay a $5 game fee to the restaurant, and they have like thousands of board games, tabletop games, and they also do D&D. So all right, I'm almost home. I'm halfway home, but that was a nice talk. I always enjoy talking D&D, and in the story I have to get the hag has a name and I can't remember her name. But I have a really cool little mini that you use during D&D. A lot of it's role play and theater of the mind, and you're imagining things in your head. But when it comes to an actual battle, that's the other part of the game where there's an actual battle map, and you have little.
You're really going on about D&D here for a while, huh?
That you move around. It's different than a board game. The battle map is just so that you don't have to use so much brain power trying to imagine who is where doing what, you know. So it's really just a tool to help your imagination. But D&D is all about imagination, theater of the mind, and for me, laughing. It's gotta, if the players aren't laughing a lot of times, then I'm like, gotta step up my game here. Hey, so it's
Thank you so much,
Saturday,
Kyle.
and I came home and my pain level started going up, so I laid down with the dog and took a nap. And the dog seems to be wanting a lot of attention today, so I've been giving her a lot of attention most of the day, laying with her, and and been reviewing my week.
My nose is cold.
I'm gonna do a recap around now, but I think I'm gonna wait till later. My mood level is kind of low. I'm not feeling that great.
Still having a beard.
And I just kind of want to maybe get some comedy in, watch something funny, and settle my dog, because if my dog's anxious, then I get anxious.
Yeah.
And so I think she just wants dinner, really. So I'll continue later and talk about the week. Hey, so I was getting kind of stressed out about, my resources for the week, and how it seemed like every week I was running out at the end of the week. And so I noticed that pattern, and I'm not good with money. And
Say that again.
I need to learn the lessons that people normally learn, I guess. And
I'm a lot better
so
today than I was back
my
then.
sister, who is very
My
talented
sister, she's been
in
teaching me.
financial ways, and I asked her for advice. How can I do this and how can I do that? And she gave me some advice, and one of them was to write down everything that I'm buying, and see where my money's going, because it's often very difficult for me to remember yesterday and look towards tomorrow. So just like this journal kind of reminds me how my week was, this spending journal will let me see where my money's going, and and then learn how to do it better, which is something that I really want. I know it's going to be really hard to do. I need to try to get to the store to get some milk, and so I'm gonna go out for my first walk of the day. Well, actually, what am I talking about? I saw the sunrise this morning, but because I slept afterwards, today feels like a different day. So I'm gonna get out for a little walk, and but my pain level is kind of high, and really I've just been hanging out with my dog too, who's
It's gonna be
anxious
sunset
today.
soon.
Maybe there's a storm coming through again. That's usually how she acts when there is. So, and she's usually right. So,
Okami could tell when a storm was
I'm gonna
coming 1 hour before the storm got there.
give her some of my good energy.
She'd start freaking out, and then knowing a
Hello.
storm was coming. Oh, look,
So
a
I
cave.
went for my walk earlier, and then I came home, hung out with the dog, and then I tried to trim my beard and mustache, and I really goofed up. So
That makes me laugh too. So it wasn't often when I'm having a hard time, I will either shave my head and keep the beard, or I'll shave the beard and keep the hair. And more often than not, I'll shave my head, my hair, and keep the beard because I look weird, as you can see, without a beard. And so I assumed I was having a hard time this week, that I had a hard time and shaved my beard. But no, what happened was I just screwed up while I was trimming it and decided to shave it all off. That kind of makes me laugh.
home, hung out with the dog, and then I tried to trim my beard and mustache, and I really goofed up. So I just took it off, and it feels good. It always feels good when I shave it off.
That's good.
But yeah, I goofed up because my clippers weren't working right or whatever, and I was trying to do it with a comb and clippers, and it didn't work well. So I'm going for another walk. I was just kind of at home and I wanted to get outside, so I figured I'd just kind of go wander around. Tonight I'm gonna do a little YouTube work to get ready to release tomorrow's vlog, and hang out with the dog, watch some Critical Role, and that'll be about it. That'll be the end of my night, I think.
I'm gonna make some chicken soup here soon. Sunday.
Hello, it's Sunday morning, and I don't often vlog on Sunday, but I thought, why not? I haven't wrapped up the week, so it was a tough morning getting up this morning, and but I got a nice message from my sister who's offering to take me to the supermarket. So I'll be able to stock up and be good. So that'll be good. So I kind of worked through my routine where I had my coffee, did some comedy, took my meds, took a shower. I'm still not used to looking at this clean shaved face, but so she's gonna come pick me up. We're gonna go to the supermarket and get some supplies. So I'm looking forward to that. And it's a nice day out. My mood is up at safe and social. I'm a little anxious to just be social today, but I'm sure it will work out fine. I checked in with my bestie this morning, which was nice. It's Sunday, so I put last week's vlog up on YouTube. And yeah, it's a good day. When I get back later today, I'm probably gonna go for a walk and think about the week and how it went and do a little wrap-up video. If you recall, not long ago I told you the story of the one shot where the people will go fight the hag. The reason I chose the hag is because I have a hag mini. And so I was like, okay, I have this, I'll make a creature based on this, adventure based on this. And I like to use things that I have minis for. So you see here, I have a green dragon, and I have lots of other different things. And this is Tiamat, and so that's probably what I'll use to inspire me for, because I like to have the actual mini when I play the game. It's a little more exciting. So yeah, this is the hag, hand painted by Mr. Kevin.
I'm not the best mini painter, but I do enjoy it. It's a nice, relaxing hobby. I don't do it very often, though. Well, I'm home, and I have all these supplies, which I'm overwhelmingly grateful for the support of my family.
My sister took me out shopping to buy
So I'm gonna go
supplies.
put the stuff away.
That was nice of her.
Hello. So I thought I would finish up the vlog for a week and take a little walk. It's been a really wonderful day. And the generosity of my sister and my family and stuff, and it's really I got a little choked up and overwhelmed when I was packing up my stuff, so I feel really happy about it. I'm very tired and in a lot of pain, so I figured I would take a walk, wrap up my vlog, and then go take a nap. Looking back on the week, I'm proud of myself because I know Monday, Tuesday, I woke up in really bad places. Back, Monday I was having a hard day and I needed to shake things up a little bit. So I went down to the river and I played guitar and it felt good. It helped me get up the ladder. And I also got a lot of D&D work done. I was able to focus on it and find the tools that I need to do that work. Tuesday I was having a really hard day and I went dancing and stepped outside my comfort zone, and that worked for me.
I can see that.
Later on in the week,
Alan.
physically I was having a hard time, and I think it was
see it.
Friday. It just took me all day to work through my routine. And so I have those days as well. But all in all, I think it was a good week. I got a lot of work done, and a lot of things that I was hoping to get done got done. So I'm pretty happy about that. And it's the end of the week, and I'm in a really good place. So I'm very grateful for my friends and for my family and what I have going on. I often am not happy about the life that I'm in when I'm struggling, and it's the struggle that I'm not happy with. But I'm working on that, and that's coming along slowly. So thanks for tuning in this week. Check below in the descriptions. I leave lots of links to different things. Even things that I forget to mention are down there. Useful resources and things, ways to support, and just cool videos and stuff. So check the description down below. And leave any comments or suggestions. Maybe some, I did dancing this week, which was really fun. And I'm not a good dancer. But maybe if there's something that you do sometimes to step out of your comfort zone, to lift you up the ladder, I wouldn't mind trying some new activities. So yeah, leave a comment with something that you think I might enjoy to step out of my comfort zone and try to do. So thanks for watching, and I will see you next week.
Hey. All right, let's look down in the descriptions and see what I put. So this is what Kayla used to do this this thing right here where she put chapters, and so we got foolery down here. We got students with I got muscle music. My morning Spotify playlist. I didn't know that was down here. Let's see what happens if I click that. It's my morning playlist. Hey, cool. So if you want to know what music I'm listening to in the morning, I guess I put it on here. And my art music playlist is on here too. Whoa, I didn't know I put them on here. I think that that's cool. I'm gonna put that back into it. I like that. And then psychosis video. Oh yeah, I remember that. And look, it's got chapters down here. I didn't do any of this. A transcript. Let me see the transcript. Oh, right here. Here's a transcript. Hello, thanks for tuning into my vlog. My name is Kev, and it's Sunday. I'm about to rewind you back to Monday of the week, and I find oftentimes with my vlog, I kind of have a difficult time throughout the week, but by the weekend, I'm usually doing pretty good. All right. That was fun. Okay, so thanks everybody for tuning in. It's been, it's been one of those days, that really requires a lot of effort. And I don't know if you've ever heard of the phrase that, you have a certain amount of spoons for your day. And I didn't really have any spoons for today. I got up this morning, was not doing well, went through my routine really quickly, and I caught a train, went out and caught a train to North Beverly, and did some errands out there and had breakfast at McDonald's. And then I sat in the sun for 2 hours and just listened to music and relaxed at the train depot in the sunlight, nice and quiet. And I did okay. And then when I got home, I just plummeted and I wound up back in bed. And that was about noon. At about noon today. And finally, I didn't fall asleep. I just was in my head, and my brain was being very mean and beating me up all day. And I have more than one voice in my head, and so I had the very mean and loud one, but I also have the motivated one. And it's kind of like I have the devil and the angel on each shoulder. And so I use my voice to combat against the angry, mean voice. And I talk myself. It took me a long time, but I had to talk myself into getting up and doing something about dinner. and so that's what I did. I got up and I thought, I'll go live. And well, my first thought was that I would come sit down and have a cup of coffee and watch my old vlog as a way to increase my mood. And then I decided why not to do it live. And it gives me a sense of being social. I know I'm here in a room by myself, but I really feel like I'm here with you all. And I feel like we all just watched the vlog together, and I'm chatting with you. So it's a really nice feeling for me to hang out with all of you, and it has increased my mood. And so tonight my plan is, after this, I'm gonna do some cleaning up around here and have some chicken pot pie soup, thanks to Kyle. I can't thank you enough. And then a friend is coming over this evening, and we'll probably we've been watching this thing called Adventure High on College Humor or Dropout Humor TV or something like that. It's on YouTube, and I think it's Dimension 20 is the name of the channel, and the show is called Fantasy High. So we've been watching that together, me and my friend, so we'll probably do that this evening. Thanks everybody for tuning in. Thanks to that person on Twitch who's been watching this whole time. And I hope you're having a good time doing whatever you're doing. And I might come back on live tomorrow. I haven't been vlogging this week. I took this week off of vlogging, and that's why I've been going live every day. Just because I'm like, well, I'm not vlogging, so why don't I just go live? and it's kind of like you said, Kyle. It's a lot like busking for me. Like, I know I'm broke as shit, but I could go live and play some music and have a lot of fun and maybe make a tip or two. So, or maybe make some soup. which worked out wonderful, So I'm really happy about that. So thanks, everybody. I hope you all have a good night and enjoy the rest of your YouTube adventure. Okay.